Hey everyone, welcome to Tough Bumps, episode 30. My name is Matt Connerton, and of course, Eric Pilcher, my partner in crime in this endeavor, is here as well. Hello, Eric.
Yes, hello.
And wow, episode 30, can you believe it? It is, of course, for those enjoying the program live, it is a Sunday, February 1, 2026, one day after the 2026 Royal Rumble. About 6:30 p.m. in the Eastern time zone. But of course, most people get the podcast later and just listen to it at their leisure. But we do go live. Although next week we'll be going live, or I should say this week, technically, on Saturday instead of Sunday, correct?
Yes, due to the Super Bowl, we will be going Saturday.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so and it is just Eric and I. Conspicuous by his absence, of course, is the creator of Tough Bumps, Austin Hicks, the really the mastermind behind the whole thing. But he's not here with us this week.
Yeah, the co-creator of Tough Bumps.
I'm sorry.
He's sick this week. He messaged me he wasn't feeling well, so I hope he starts to feel well. But Matt, if you do not stop this, calling him the creator, I will pull your immigration paperwork, and it better be in order, because if it's not in order, bad things will happen. Bad things.
I understand. I am an American citizen, but that doesn't mean I can't potentially be shot in the face, certainly.
No, it does not. No. And I will not tolerate this bigotry, even though you didn't say anything bigoted, and I sound like an idiot for calling you out for being bigoted. Bigotry, I tell you.
Bigotry. I apologize for my bigotry.
Yes.
I once said on.
You better hope your immigration paperwork is in order.
Well, my real last name is Martinez. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, well.
I converted to Irish.
Oh, well, even double whammy.
Mm-hmm.
Could be IRA.
Could be.
You know.
Well, I'm very alarmed, but I take comfort in this. Guess who's with us? Easy G in the chat room. Easy G in the house. Easy G is here. Very nice to see you, Eric.
We should find a way to play his theme music when he joins us.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll have to get that for next week. For those who don't know what Eric is referring to, Eric Pilcher, Eric Gagnon, also known as Easy G, used to be a very frequent contributor on not only on my program, but on several of the programs on WMNH 95.3 FM, where I do my radio show. And he had his own theme music and everything, the Easy G persona. As it were. He had a couple of different versions of his theme music over the years, but I still have all of that, obviously. So could certainly do that.
Yeah. We should when he joins the chat room, just do a shortened version of it.
Yes. I think that's a wonderful idea. Let's see. So obviously the main event this week will be the Royal Rumble because that just happened, but we do have another story to discuss.
The main event this week is Unsung Heroes, Matt.
I'm sorry. I'm confused. Yes, Unsung Heroes. I apologize. I'm all oh boy, I have not been sleeping well.
That was me last week. Hence why we didn't have snow. So you're tougher than I. You just truck through, and I'm like, no, I'm out.
I have some help. I get my I'll show you. So for those watching online, so this is a big gulp from 7-Eleven, but here's what I do. I have my special drink. It is a Diet Pepsi with 2 of those caffeine shots that are supposed to go in your coffee. I put them in my big gulp, and that is what keeps me alive.
Have you considered every day I only drink 3 types of energy drinks. Celsius, Alani, or Ghost. Every morning I have one of those.
The only one of the three that I'm even aware of is Celsius, but you're now the second person in the past few days to mention Celsius to me. So that may be the universe is telling me to try it. Is it?
Celsius is amazing. Retro vibe tastes just like orange sherbet.
Oh, see, I don't know if I'd like that though. Are there more than one flavors? I don't think I would like.
There's like over 100 flavors of Celsius.
Okay, because I don't think I would like something that tastes like orange sherbet.
Have they even have fizz-free options.
Really? Yeah, I might have to try it. It would probably be a lot healthier than what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
You know, it's my one vice. You know, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any drugs.
I drink soda too. Like right now, I am addicted to the Mountain Dew Cabo Citrus Zero Sugar.
Okay.
I love the Cabo Citrus.
Didn't know that was a thing.
And I love Mr. Pibb Zero.
Mr. Pibbs. They call me Mr. Pibbs. I'm mixing.
Oh, wow. I don't know if you can make that joke on starting on February 1st.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That might be.
Shit.
Yeah. That might. You might lose your immigration papers.
You kidding? If I make an off-color joke, I'd probably be recruited for ICE. Offer me that sweet $100,000 bonus.
Katie Miller might accuse you of writing things in chalk in front of her home.
That's true. I'd like to wear my Fuck Ice shirt on the show, but I can't. But there's no way. The way I have everything set up, you can't even.
You can always wear it on this show. You can display it behind you.
I should actually. I should.
Yeah, I would not be opposed to it.
And it would make some people mad, but fuck them. I don't.
Yeah, look, if you're gonna defend obvious unqualified military group, fuck you. Like it's up there with saying, oh, the Epstein files have nothing in them. Yes, except black marks where everything has been redacted.
Yes.
Oh, they've all been released. Really? I wore a black t-shirt to bed last night. I called it my Epstein Files shirt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Give me a damn break.
I know. Oh, the times we live in.
It's bad when oil companies have become humanitarians. Like, what part of the fucking Twilight Zone is this? That we're like, man, Exxon Valdez cares about the people. We have members of our government acting like remedial conquistadors on Venezuela.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a very, very interesting time to be alive. Very, very interesting.
The Daily Show should not be a source of news.
And
it is. It is. That's the shocking thing. You know how many people tell me that's where they get their news? And I'm like, oh,
it's been that way for a long time. Yeah.
No, it's more now than ever.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Because now I'm sick and tired of Democrat or Republican. I'm over it. They both suck. Both suck equally. You both are horrendous.
I disagree with the equal, but I take your point.
Yeah, like there's someone I know who will always argue, oh, when Bill Clinton was in the Epstein report, Democrats said nothing. They don't have to. If you're in the Epstein report, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Being wrong doesn't have a political party.
Right.
What's so hard to comprehend about that?
Yeah. Well, most people can only argue.
It's so hard to grasp that Bill Clinton's wrong because he's in the Epstein report. Donald Trump is wrong because he's in the Epstein report. I don't care.
Right. Most people can only think in whataboutisms. That's the only way that they can perceive politics.
I have to say, I have to split up my anger, like be like, oh, well, it's a Democrat, so I have to be even more angry because it's a Democrat, or more angry because it's a Republican. No, you're all sick sons of bitches who deserve to have your asses raped in prison.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not generally a proponent of ass rape of any kind, but I will say that I'm also not a proponent of anyone having sex with children, regardless of political party.
Maybe I took it a bit far there, but nonetheless, like,
yeah, I mean, ass rape is, that's there's a
there's
Fourth
a
Amendment issue there.
Yeah.
I would say
Ass rape is not okay. You deserve to have your ass whooped in prison then.
Yeah, ass whooped is fine. I'm going to draw the line at ass rape. For me personally, I mean, I'm not telling you what to think.
I mean, look, we can infer that that's what will happen to them in prison, because if you are a child diddler, that is what happens.
Yes.
I mean, it's called prison justice. So sorry if I rained on anyone's parade here that thought it was anything other.
Right. Yeah. If you do harm children and you're convicted, there's a good chance you're in for a good old fashioned ass raping. That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
And guards probably aren't going to be too keen on stopping it.
No.
I've seen every episode of Lockup and Lockup Raw.
Oh, so
you've seen some ass rape. What?
You've seen some ass rape?
No, they don't show it.
Oh, okay.
It was a part of Dateline did a series of them where they went into the world's most notorious prisons, and guys were like, "Yeah, if you put a child diddler on my unit, I'm gonna get him." And I don't care. I'm in here for life. What have I got to lose?
Right.
And it's like, and how are you going to argue with them?
True.
How are you going to sit here and say, oh, hey, you're wrong?
Exactly.
I would, if I couldn't be a guard, because I'd be like, you know what? I got nothing.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Jolt is back, Matt. Jolt is back.
For our audio listeners who don't know why you're saying that, it wasn't this Matt that was asking. Matt Parkett, who I went to school with, actually, he says, what happened to the drink Jolt? Because we were talking about energy drinks.
Jolt is back.
I didn't know that.
They have a soda flavor and a root beer flavor that has 200 milligrams of caffeine per can.
I did not know that.
The root beer, I haven't tried the soda. I've tried the root beer because another vice of mine. I love root beer. Like
I like root beer.
There is this new root beer called 1919, and they make a 0 sugar version, and it's $21 for a 12-pack. Okay. I will pay that to drink it, and I have a hard glass mug that I keep in my freezer to have Frost Mug root beer.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah. That's my late night treat before I take Vito out.
Yes.
Well, Easy G, I mean, you don't just drink all the caffeine. You drink caffeine and then you drink water or Powerade Zero, and then you could have caffeine with your dinner. And root beer is generally caffeine free.
Yeah, except for bark. That's why they say
bite. That's why it has bite.
That's the caffeine, yeah.
But I think Barks is actually now caffeine free.
Yes. Jason Fedderson is in the chat room. Hi, Jason. He says, what? I don't know if that's a reference to Stone Cold Steve Austin. He probably came in. He probably came in during the ass rape discussion.
Yeah. Just go with it.
Yeah. Let's see. Matt Parkett says partisan politics. Yes. Easy G says, I am watching no news at all since January 1st, and my life is so much better.
I get that. But I think right now with everything going on, this is my personal opinion. If someone says I don't want to watch the news, more power to you. I feel for me, I have a personal responsibility to be informed.
Yes.
As to what's going on right now, because we are, and this will be the last we speak of it. Easy G, we're getting to the wrestling talk.
Yeah, he says I shall check back later, but eventually we'll move on from the ass
This will
rape
be
and
the
into the
last
wrestling.
we
Yeah.
speak of it.
Yes.
We'll get on. Yeah, I just feel that we're entering very dangerous times as a country.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
Now we'll get to the wrestling.
Yes. We do have a spin-off podcast coming up, which we'll announce eventually, called the Ass Rape Show, but that's for another time.
I mean, isn't it the pogo stick on the bumpy road of life?
That's right.
With no bike seat?
That's right. That's a deep reference. Some listeners will know the reference, though. I did play that song this past Saturday on the show. Every once in a while, I still sneak in one of those Jerry Robinson songs. But yeah, should we talk about Sandman? He's going to have a match. Sandman, the final match. Very exciting.
Friend of the show, Joey Janela.
Ah, yes.
You know, I saw this morning, and I'm just like, why? Oh. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Like, and it actually warmed my heart to see them get flamed.
Oh, did they? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And this will be his final match, right? At Joey Janela's Spring Break Las Vegas.
Yeah, but if we recall, there was a final match last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then a month later, the individual died.
Yes.
Yeah. Someone actually said, don't buy him any kratom.
Kratom,
whatever.
Yeah.
Look, to me, just how tone deaf are you?
Yeah, but do you think it'll even draw? Like, does anyone, I mean, how old is Sandman?
It'll draw because they're having it WrestleMania weekend in Vegas.
Okay.
So it'll draw. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how they will do with the online viewership and all that other stuff. I mean, they're not going to be UFC on Paramount Plus with over 5 million views.
Right.
But I'm sure people will buy it. ECW nostalgia. I feel icky about it. I think after the whole Sabu thing, this has to
But are you actually worried that something's going to happen to him? Like,
no, I'm not worried per se that something's going to happen to Sandman. It's in bad taste.
Yeah, and it's just like, to me, it's just unappealing. Like, this is a 62-year-old man, not to be ageist, but what is he going to do? He's going to do his beer thing, and I mean, why? Like, he's actually having a match, right? Like, do we know?
I believe it's against Joey Janela.
God, who wants to see that?
To me, it's Joey Janela trying to get Joey Janela over.
Oh, of course.
It's like you didn't learn. Bad things can happen if you put these, no offense, geriatric individuals in the ring and expect them to work a hardcore wrestling match.
Yeah.
Like, bad things can happen.
Sure.
And
sure.
It might not happen that night. It might not happen that week. It might happen a month later.
Yeah.
If our listeners recall, I sided with Game Change Wrestling with the Sabu thing.
In the Sabu thing, yeah.
This one I can't, because it's like you have to, yes.
Yep.
And it's a hard 62 years.
Yeah.
This isn't like we're talking, easy, healthy 62 years old.
Right.
No. This is 62 going on 82.
Yeah, I mean, when you've consumed the amount of alcohol, because
and the illicit drugs.
Oh, yeah.
You only have to watch his Dark Side of the Ring to really grasp how bad Sandman was.
The thing that I don't think a lot of people realize too is, you actually have two ages. You've got I can never say it, your chronological age, your literal age.
Yes.
And then you've got your biological age, and you can be either younger or older biologically than your chronological age. So if you know someone who's very healthy and looks young for their age, it's probably because their biological age is somewhat lower than their chronological age. But in the case of someone like Sandman, who you mentioned the illicit drugs and all the alcohol, yeah, his biological age, he probably is 82.
And the matches he's had, like, people are like, oh, in ECW, they were blow-offs. No, that was every night.
Yeah.
That was every night in ECW. This wasn't, oh, a big blow-off to a feud. No, this was a Tuesday night at the bingo hall.
Right.
So...
Now, has he done any matches recently, or is he just getting back?
I know of.
Okay. I was curious if you knew anything about his mobility or how which I would imagine is not very good. I mean, you get a little creaky too at 62, I think.
He didn't look like he was moving well when he was walking around on the B-roll footage on his dark side of the ring.
Okay.
I mean, look, I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this, and I think it's in poor taste.
Yeah.
And
I don't think anything's going to happen to him, because what are the odds? I mean, after...
What were the odds anything was going to happen to Sandman?
No, but you mean Sabu?
Sabu?
No, but what I'm saying is like the odds statistically of, so something happened to Sabu, and then the next time Janela does something similar, something happens to this guy too. You know what I mean? That the odds of that seem low to me.
Yeah, they got to be astronomical.
Yeah. Yeah. And Sandman's an adult. If he's he can make his choices, and if he thinks he's up for it, he thinks he's up for it, or he just wants the money. Maybe he doesn't think he's up for it, but he just wants the payday. And I don't know.
Payday can't be that good.
Maybe he needs the money. Maybe he's just desperate.
Game Change does well, but
yeah,
maybe after this match, Matt, it will be time for adult diapers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he wants to do it, I mean, I don't have a problem with it personally. I don't.
The problem isn't with him having this final match.
Yeah.
The problem isn't even him doing it with Game Change Wrestling. It's the tone deafness of Joey Janela and Game Change Wrestling. Like, you did this. You can't tell me that there are organizations beating down the door to have the Sandman's final match in 2026. You can't tell me that this is a hot button issue here.
Well, we're talking about it. I mean, it's getting a lot of attention.
We're talking about it because it was announced today, this morning, or last night at the Game Change event. It was announced.
Okay. Yeah.
But fine. But you can't tell me there are indie organizations out there, the organizations that would probably pay Sandman what he would need to do this. MLW, Ring of Honor.
You think Ring of Honor? You think Tony Khan wants to pay to do something like this with Sandman? I really doubt it.
The pro wrestling mark Tony Khan is.
I doubt it.
Okay.
I really doubt it. That's a stretch even for him, I think. I cannot imagine.
Look, but there are other organizations as well.
Sure.
Over in the UK, maybe All Japan Pro Wrestling would pay for it. I am saying there is very minimal wrestling groups that would pay for this. Yeah. They could wait a year. And no, they couldn't, because he's
62.
No, where's WrestleMania at next year?
Saudi.
Yeah, they're using this and piggybacking off the WrestleMania crowd.
Oh yeah, of course.
They're not gonna. Game Change Wrestling is not gonna have a show in Riyadh next year during WrestleMania weekend.
Right.
So they hold off for 2 years. 64.
He'll probably, I mean, look at him now though. He'll probably be dead. Why would you hold out?
Yeah, why would you hold out when you can just make money off his death like you did Sabu? Awesome.
Well, again, yeah, the odds of look. I mean, he might be in great health. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I doubt it. We don't know.
Matt, I'll give you 5-1. 5-1 odds. I'll take 1. You take 5. That this man, it's going to be a shit show.
Oh, it's going to be a shit show no matter what. Because but then again, I come at it from a perspective of I've never watched a single Sandman match. I don't like that. As you know, I don't like that style of wrestling to begin with. So to me, it would probably be a shit show no matter what. But
for our listeners, one of the greatest entrances in pro wrestling history. To quote our not here co-host,
the creator of Tough Bumps, yes. Oh, sorry.
Moving on. Austin Hicks, the bell has to ring at some point. And once that happened, you got what you got. It wasn't.
Yeah. Matt Parquette raises an interesting question in the chat. He says, "What's the average age of a wrestler retiring?" Now, I don't have any idea what the exact answer to that would be, but we live in a time, and we've talked about this, Eric. It's different from, and I'm older than you are, but I remember when I was a kid, it was like these guys would get to be like 40, and it was like, yeah, they're getting a little long in the tooth. But today, it's more like 50 when it's like they're riding off into the sunset. I mean, we've got, 48-year-old CM Punk is a champion, and, you got a lot of 40-plus-year-olds in WWE right now.
One, there's a lot of things that go into that. And
oh, yeah, it's a different time.
Shows are more spaced out.
Yep.
They're not on the road. If you compare the time on the road now to then, they're not on the road at all. And there's more known about taking care of your body.
Yeah. Well, also the culture is different too, though. And some of the old timers even kind of complain about it a little bit. But like in the 80s and the 90s or in the Attitude Era and everything, I mean, they were living like rock stars. Now they're playing video games in the dressing room while they're, you know what I mean? So it's they're taking much better care of themselves now physically, and so they can get a lot more out of it.
If you dislocated a shoulder, you didn't have a trainer on hand. You had the local veteran, and they're moving it around till it popped back into place.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, I think it's different now.
Yeah.
Than it was. Way different now, obviously.
Yeah.
So I think now they can go. I mean, it's a lot like professional sports. You can't average out the age because it's player specific.
Right.
It depends how many major injuries have they had, how many major surgeries, what they do after the injuries. Did they loosen up? Did they on what they did, or did they keep doing what they were doing? Mm-hmm. Like I've heard people say, how has Ray been able to do it so long? Ray's adapted. Things he can't do, he just removes from his repertoire. He doesn't do them.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio is what, 51, 52 maybe? Yeah.
Just doesn't do them anymore. And if he does something and it doesn't work, he doesn't keep going back to the drawing board. It's, I can't do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Unlike Chris Jericho, who still thinks at 50 plus he can do a lion salt.
Yeah.
So there has to be, you have to be incredibly self-aware and be committed to not just your craft, but be committed to making the product look good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, I think that's a hard one to say. There's a lot of variables that go into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, anything else to say about the Sandman? Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the drunkest that I've ever seen.
Oh, he's got to be to do this.
Sorry for singing.
No worries.
It's not great. I know
that. Dulcet tones, Matt.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. Well, should we move on to
Yes.
Happier subjects. We've got, let's see.
I don't know if it's going to be happier, but.
Well, I mean, to me, the Royal Rumble just happened, of course,
Yes.
yesterday. And Jenny and I did not watch it until today. But I can tell you, Jenny and I both really enjoyed it. I know that there's a lot of negativity online. I thought it was pretty good this year overall. There are things that I didn't care for, but that's always the case. But a lot of people are shitting on it.
Here's what I'm going to say on that.
Yeah.
If you went into this expecting the Royal Rumble, if you went into this event, and I did not watch it because it is in Riyadh, and anything in Riyadh I refuse to watch.
Yes.
Because just awful situation.
It is not Riyadh season in the Pilcher household.
Never is Riyadh season in the Pilcher household.
I understand.
If you went into this expecting it to be booked as a Royal Rumble, you were going to be disappointed. It was never going to be booked as a Royal Rumble. It was always going to be booked as an international premium live event. And I think that's a large part of what the IWC doesn't get. You tuned in at 2:00 on a Saturday afternoon expecting all these shocking returns and all this other crap. One, you're not going to get that because a lot of times these wrestlers have their families with them when they return. They're not going to fly their families 16 hours, 16 plus to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
You know what's interesting, Eric, about you? You know what's interesting about you saying that? That never occurred to me. That never occurred to me until you mentioned that. But you're right. That's a really interesting point. I'd never thought of that.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Like what you would have to tell your kids what you can do, what you cannot do. Oh, at these times you're going to have to be quiet because it's prayer time. Not whipping on Saudi Arabia. That's the way it is there. They're not going to go through that. It doesn't matter the payday because they're hemorrhaging money having their family fly out there to see this moment. And secondly, what would Chris Jericho coming back in Riyadh achieve?
Yeah, and we should mention too, for people who don't know, there were very heavy rumors that this was going to be Jericho's return to WWE.
We squashed those on this program.
Did we? I don't even remember.
Yeah, Austin and I squashed them on here because we said Fozzy was going to be on tour till late February.
That's right.
And he hadn't signed a WWE contract yet. Pen has not been put to paper. You are not going to have somebody come on. No. Jericho was never going to appear. And even if Fozzy wasn't touring, even if there was pen to paper, he wouldn't go to Riyadh to debut or come back.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You save that for an American audience. I mean, and yes, I do know Brie Bella returned. And yes, I know Royce Keys made his debut, formerly known as Powerhouse Hobbs. That's fine. You know what was funny about Royce Keys debuting? You could hear a rat piss on cotton because no one gave a shit.
Well, they don't know him yet, but they're
exactly. So you wasted that moment.
Oh no, I didn't have a problem with it. I did think it was interesting though, because this is something they don't usually do. They didn't say the letters AEW, but they announced, like, it actually showed Powerhouse Hobbs on the screen, and then it changes to Royce Keys. And Michael Cole actually said, this man, often known as Powerhouse Hobbs, but he's now debuting as Royce Keys, actually, again, not mentioning AEW by name, but I just thought that was interesting because they don't usually do that. They did something kind of like that with Matt Cardona, him coming back initially as Zack Ryder, and then it changes.
That with AJ Styles.
What do you mean? He's always AJ Styles.
Right, but they played up the whole phenomenal one. Which,
oh yeah. They referenced his past. Yeah, certainly.
right.
But I thought it was interesting the way they actually said
Mhm.
Powerhouse Hobbs on the air. And
I wonder if that is kind of a to Tony Khan
I think that's exactly what it is.
from Triple H for all of his, oh, they tamper.
Mhm.
Well,
Mhm.
of course they tamper, for fuck's sake. If you're running a professional sports organization of any kind, you tamper.
For people who don't know, Eric, we should clarify. So you're talking about contract tampering.
Yes,
Where
you do contract tampering. You look, NWO was born out of contract tampering. Eric Bischoff says, "Oh, I was careful. I was careful. You were careful not to get caught. You contract tampered. You spoke to contractually locked."
Well, there is a window though in these contracts. Typically, isn't there a negotiating window?
Contracts were negotiated when they gave their notice to WWE. That's when the window opens. The contracts were negotiated. And I don't buy this whole bullshit that Kevin Nash and the late Scott Hall always said that, oh, any contract talk went through Diamond Dallas Page. No, it didn't. That is the biggest crock. If
it is hard to believe
that. I have a bridge over dry land to sell you, because there is no way that Diamond Dallas Page, every bit of the contract negotiation went through him. For a company like Turner at that time, no way in hell. Yeah. Eric Bischoff met with them. Contract terms were discussed. That is contract tampering. My point is, it's happened. It always will happen. It's always going to happen. Vern Gagne offered Iron Sheik $500,000 to break Hulk Hogan's leg. That's contract tampering.
Well, you know my theory too about CM Punk when he was still under contract with AEW, but he went backstage at a WWE show.
Oh, I guarantee you it was talked about then.
Yeah, and then Vince got wind of it and said, "Get him out of here," because Vince doesn't want to get sued. But he had but we do know CM Punk had a conversation with Triple H, and they both said, "No, it was a quick hi, hey, how you doing?" But
no, it's not.
I really believe I really believe this in my soul that when the two of them met for that brief moment, Triple H probably said something like, "Hey, it'd be interesting to have you back here," and CM Punk probably said something like, "Yeah, you know, if I ever get out of that AEW contract,
that's exactly how it happened."
Yeah, I believe that.
If you ever get out of it,
I believe that. Wink, wink. Yep.
Get out of it.
I believe it.
Get out of it. Let me know.
Yep.
Sure as shit.
Sure would be nice if you could get out of that contract.
Right as rain. Here we go. I'll just start a fight with Jack Perry.
Yeah. I don't believe that part necessarily, but I do think they had a conversation.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. Well, we know they did, but I should say, to be more precise,
it was a bit more in depth than what they both say,
or maybe not even that in depth, but just a little wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
You know.
I think that happened. But no, but I didn't have any problem with the Powerhouse Hobbs debut because if the audience doesn't know him anyway, then how is it a waste?
In America, they would have known him.
No, that's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. That's true.
So I get you want to have something for the people of Riyadh, but it just made no sense, especially when you did the things before the Rumble that you already did.
Mm-hmm.
You gave them AJ Styles retirement match. You gave them, Tiffany Stratton's return. You gave them Brie Bella's return. I don't think you necessarily needed to give them Powerhouse Hobbs, and you could have had Finn Balor in the Rumble instead of Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah.
So I do have a problem with that. But that's my only major problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
Is with that whole with the Rumble. I read the recap.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of the masked man.
Oh yeah, there was another masked man. I kind of like it though because it's like yeah, because I like that it's a callback to the other recent masked man. I think it's intriguing. I think it's probably Seth Rollins. It makes sense that it would be
I
given
mean,
given the
look,
attack he attacked Braun
Seth and
Breaker.
I, you know, Seth
Mm.
and I
Oh yeah.
had recent shoulder surgeries,
Mm-hmm.
same style of shoulder surgeries.
Yep.
Seth's is a little bit more severe than mine. He completely tore his rotator cuff. I only partially tore mine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, it would be hard to have him back by Mania.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he can't do things.
I mean, look, if you were going to do that, if you were going to do what they did and have it be Seth, right?
Yeah.
You are doing it to build to Mania.
Yeah.
You can't do it to build towards Backlash or SummerSlam.
Right.
So I don't think it's Seth.
Oh.
I think they did what they've been doing a lot of recently, and it's a major pet peeve of mine. They booked themselves into the proverbial corner. They gave Braun Breaker that main event match against CM Punk. It wasn't horrible.
No, I liked it.
It was a little clunky, especially the top rope Hurricanrana spot.
Yes.
But it was passable. Now you have the Dave Meltzers, the Alvarezes, the Sean Ross Sapps talking about Braun Breaker main event in WrestleMania. You did this really big storyline with Adam Pearce. It's all building to Braun Breaker winning, but you're not ready to pull the trigger on that. What do you do? Well, here we go. We're going to go with Roman winning the whole damn thing, and we're going to have some masked man attack, and we'll figure out who the masked man is as we go.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm
not. I think I think it's a disservice to Braun Breaker. I think it's a disservice to ultimately the story of Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and the Vision, because now it's a cluster.
But you don't know where they're going with it, though. They might have.
I can tell you it's going to be a cluster.
Oh, you're assuming. You're presuming a lot.
Yeah, let's revisit this after Mania.
Okay.
Let's revisit this.
Okay.
And we will play a game of who was right.
Ye have little faith, but okay.
You or me. And if I was wrong, I will flat out say I was completely wrong.
Yeah.
But they are going to fuck this up. 8 ways from Sunday.
We'll see.
Could have been a great story. They are going to totally just shit. Shit.
We'll see. We'll see. What did you think about Roman winning?
Well, I told Austin this when he told me. I'm like, all this proves is you can go on Pat McAfee's show, bitch about creative, and you get what you want.
I think they were going to do it anyway because I think they were going for Roman versus Punk at Mania, and which I'm intrigued by. I
think that'll be very good.
Yeah. I'm intrigued by it. And I like the way during the Rumble, they did it so because you've got all these different stories you can tell kind of involving Roman. You've got the story of, obviously he's going to challenge Punk. I assume he's not going to, he's not going to challenge for the Universal title. He's going to challenge Punk.
I think that's going to be Cody against Drew. I think
Cody against Drew. That makes sense. So, but you've also got the story of, Roman throwing Jey Uso out, and so you've always got those bloodline sort of ancillary stories that you can tell, which I like. But I'm excited for it. I think Roman versus Punk is the way to go. I did not expect Roman to win. Jenny was surprised as well. I like to be surprised. As long as this is a surprise that makes sense.
When Austin sent me Saturday morning his Royal Rumble picks.
Yeah.
Let me go back to him here.
Why did he pick Roman?
Let me go back.
Okay.
I don't think he did.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
He did pick Roman. Okay.
And he picked Tiffany Stratton to win the women's.
Okay. Okay.
Which was a smart pick considering she came in at 30.
Right. Yeah.
I said Charlotte and Braun.
Oh, no kidding.
Why my thought on Charlotte actually became the thought on Liv.
Okay.
If that makes sense. It was, they don't really know what direction they want to go. Mm-hmm. So they're going to go with old reliable. They're going to go with the old hand. They'll go with Charlotte. They'll get a pop. They'll get a decent match at Mania. It'll be what it'll be.
Okay.
And they went with Liv, which to me is kind of a passing of the torch thing. That Liv Morgan is their new, and this is not meant to be negative on Liv. She's their new catch-all. They feel like Liv Morgan is the go-to. I personally think there's a better option that they have right now, that Michael Hayes totally shredded apart on Unreal.
Oh, Chelsea Green.
Yeah, I think I think you strap a rocket to that fine ass and right to the top.
Here's what I will say. Two things. One is Liv Morgan, I think, is incredible. Everything she does, she knocks it out of the park. I remember a couple of years ago when she was still upper mid card, thinking she should be in main events, and they did it. And she's been fantastic at everything she does. I'm a huge Liv Morgan fan. As far as Chelsea Green, though, I agree with you. They see Chelsea Green clearly as upper mid card, and that's kind of her ceiling, I guess, maybe because she does a lot of comedy. I think Chelsea Green, I agree with what you said. Strap a rocket to her. She should be in main events, because just like Liv Morgan, and maybe she will get there, because Liv Morgan was stuck in the upper mid card for years. Just like Liv Morgan, everything they give Chelsea Green to do, she knocks it out of the park. Everything she does is fantastic.
Do we forget that is like the core of this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I know we say sports entertainment, but at the core of this is, can you wrestle?
Yeah.
Can you throw a hold?
Yeah.
Like that's it. And I watched Michael Hayes' comments, because I love Michael Hayes. I think he's a very, very smart man when it comes to the business.
Yeah.
And I read people shredding him, and I feel like Michael Hayes, much like Bruce Pritchard, is a scapegoat whenever the IWC gets angry.
Or Road Dogg too. Road Dogg.
Well, Road Dogg is an idiot. I'm not going to defend Road Dogg.
Okay.
He's a moron.
Okay.
But I'm like, well, I want to judge for myself. And I heard what Michael Hayes said, and I'm like, Michael, everything you just said about Chelsea Green could have been said about Buddy from the Fabulous Freebirds.
That's how dare you compare?
No, I'm saying, like, everything he said.
Well, I know, but
you could just transfer over. I'm not comparing Chelsea Green to Buddy from the Fabulous Freebirds. I'm saying that a booker could have very easily said that about Buddy, and no one knows who the fuck you are, Michael Hayes.
I think hopefully it's inevitable that Chelsea Green winds up in main events.
I think with the way WWE is structured right now, hard work eventually pays off.
Yeah, I agree. And she's a hard worker.
I think the eventuality is, yes, hard work gets you what you want eventually.
And they did a great spot with her at the Rumble where she's getting thrown out, and Alba Fire, of course, her secret Hervis, Alba Fire gets down. I don't know if you saw the clip. I know you didn't watch the actual Rumble. Did you see the clip?
I read about the spot.
Yeah. So Chelsea Green, she never hit the floor because she lands on Alba Fire, and she's actually standing on Alba Fire, who is on all floors outside the ring, making sure that Chelsea never hits the floor, doing her duty as her secret Hervis and protecting her. And it was a great spot. The way I'm describing it doesn't do it justice. You have to see, it is such a great spot. I'd never seen anything like it. It was original. It was hilarious. And it was the kind of thing that Chelsea Green and Alba Fire, I think they make a great team. It was the kind of thing that the two of them could pull off. And it was spectacular. It was one of my favorite moments in the Women's Royal Rumble. So good.
I did see clips of Brie Bella's return, and goodness gracious.
What? I liked it.
She was bad. Oh,
you think so?
Oh my.
Oh, I didn't think so at all.
Heavens to Bess. Tell me you haven't thrown a hold since you retired.
Oh, I thought she was fine.
No. Oh my goodness. I didn't know it was possible for the Bellas to regress farther from the skills than their lack thereof, but they both have.
Oh, I thought they were fine. I'll tell you this, that crowd, she may have gotten the pop of the night, dude. That crowd was really into her.
The majority of that crowd, you could hear a rat piss on cotton.
Yeah, but they were loud for Brie Bella, and it was sustained for a long time.
I would argue Tiffany Stratton got a better pop.
She got a big pop, but I think Brie Bella, I mean, because I think it was a combination of she hasn't been there for a long time, and it was because I didn't even see any rumors about her online. I had no idea Brie Bella was going to be there. That was a total surprise to me. I didn't see a single thing about Brie Bella showing up.
Yeah, I was so happy.
I thought it was cool. I liked it. I thought it was a great moment.
I am over the Bella twins. I think anytime you bring them back, you are just pulling the division down.
Oh, I'm going to wait and see.
I just think it's inevitable because they're not good workers. They rely more on the presentation than they do the work. And that's not where the women's division is at right now. Like the match that Brie had with Stephanie Vaquer, was not good. Stephanie Vaquer couldn't even pull a good match out of her.
It was clunky. Yeah, it was clunky. I didn't think it was terrible, but it was clunky.
But my overwhelming point in that is it's going to be like that with anyone in that top tier. You put Brie or Nikki. Sorry, Nikki. Brie or Nikki with.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not, they were never at that level.
Right.
To begin with.
That's true.
That level has gotten higher now, and they've regressed. So where do you go with them? Like, I would say, like, I think there are girls on LFG that are better in the ring than the Bellas.
Oh, I'm sure there are. I have no doubt about that. Yeah.
And I just think it diminishes what your women can do when you have them as a key part of storylines.
I'll tell you what, though, judging from that crowd reaction, there's something, they've still got something in the tank for, so we'll see. Anything else? I mean, I do want to talk about the singles matches too, but anything else from either Rumble that stands out to you that you wanted to mention?
I was very impressed with Obafemi. I think I would love, I can't believe I'm saying this in 2026. I would love a Brock Lesnar Obafemi match.
Well, it's coming.
It's
probably coming because they set it up. They set it up during the Rumble.
Say it doesn't matter whether I want it or not. It's happening.
It's coming. Yeah.
I think it could be good.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a wrestling classic by any stretch,
Yeah.
but I think it could be very good to get Oba really over. And
I
I
agree.
think that would be huge for him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also think Tiffany Stratton looked really good in her return. Um, I'm going to be interested to see what role they have her play leading up to Mania.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
uh, yeah, and I don't know. I didn't like any of the women's outfits. They all just look the same. If you didn't look at their heads, you would have
Oh,
thought.
I don't agree with that. I liked what Lyra Valkyria was wearing. I really liked what Sol Ruka was. Oh my God, Sol Ruka. She's gonna be a very big star on the main roster when she's on the main roster full time. Oh my God.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
incredible. What's that?
yeah. And she has the coolest finisher in all
Well,
of
that's
her.
the thing. Her finisher is, yeah, Jenny and I were talking about that. Holy shit. That is awesome. It's like
Did
one of
you?
those finishers that it defies physics. It's like, how does she even do that? It's so good. So
Um,
good.
yeah. Oh, I couldn't imagine taking it. Oh,
Yeah.
it's like the
Yeah.
riptide. Like you wake up and you're like, "Yep, today's the day. I'm taking that."
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So
but
good.
yeah, I also loved that they really started the cracks in the Judgment Day
Yep.
with
Yep. I
Liv
like that.
eliminating Raquel. That was
Yep.
brilliant. And that death stare. You know, Raquel might be the most improved wrestler of
I
2025.
agree.
She really has come on strong and really done a lot of
Yep.
good things. And that death stare she gave Liv.
And I love the way Liv played it too, because she wasn't
Just
like,
scrappy.
yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, that was interesting. It wasn't like, sorry, it's for the shot at the title. Sorry, I had to do it. It was more like, like it was typical Liv. It was very much in keeping with her character, and I like that. And
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued to see where they're going with that. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So no, I didn't hate the Rumble. I didn't even from what I read, I didn't hate the event.
yeah.
I don't think it's the shit show everyone's making it out to be.
No, I'm actually surprised at how negative a lot of people are being
And
online about
like
it, but I thought it was good.
I stand behind why I think it's getting a negative review. You went into it expecting a Royal Rumble event. You should have went into it expecting a bigger crown jewel.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was still very much a Royal Rumble event. I disagree with you
I
there.
I don't. It did. From what I read, it didn't feel like it. There wasn't all the surprises. There wasn't, you know.
No, but
Um,
your explanation about that though makes a lot of sense too. Um, we should mention too AJ Styles versus Gunther. I thought that was very good. I expected it to be very good. No surprise.
I
There's a little bit of intrigue though. Yeah, go ahead.
there is. I look. I like what they're doing with Gunther,
Me
making him
too.
this legend killer. So
He's
to
like
speak.
he's like a Bond villain. I
Oh
love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um. I I I think I'm gonna go 80-20. AJ's done. And let's throw out the contract.
We
That
we should we should explain to people though before we go any further, Eric. For anyone who doesn't know, who didn't see it, the reason there's exactly what happened that's got people wondering a little bit. He after the match, he gets up, he's kind of he's a little emotional and whatever. He goes to take off his gloves, like he's going to leave his gloves in the ring, and then at the last second he decides to leave them on, and he does some more posing and everything. And he left his gloves on. He never did take them off. And he goes and he walks back up the ramp, and he's kind of he's kind of sad and whatever. So he's acting like that really was it. That was his last match. But the one little seed of doubt is he never went through with taking his gloves off. So that's where that 20% I think comes from for a lot of people. It's like, well, wait a minute, what are they doing here? He never quite took the gloves off. What does that mean?
now in today's pro wrestling world, this really doesn't matter. You can look back at the R-Truth situation. His contract is expired. He
It
does not,
is.
yes, he does not have a contract.
Okay.
Yesterday was his last contracted day with WWE.
I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yes. Now, if they were going to do something with him, I think they would have had him have a hand in Gunther getting eliminated from the Rumble.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be the only logical thing for him to do is get Gunther and then have Gunther do the whole storyline. Like WCW did this.
I know where you're going.
With Hulk Hogan trying to get WCW to bring Ric Flair back.
I know. I remember, and I remember how much I hated that.
So, but keep in mind that it was a horrible idea because Hogan was a face, Flair is the heel. You have the face asking the company to bring back the bad guy.
Yeah, made no sense.
With this, you would have the bad guy demanding the company bring back the face. Mm-hmm. In the face, AJ saying, no, I'm a man of my word. I'm not coming back. Then you could have Gunther be an even bigger monster heel because there is so many things you could have him do. Remember when Samoa Joe taunted AJ's wife?
Mm-hmm.
You could do vignettes like that where Gunther goes to AJ's kid's school and taunts his kids and says things like, you know, your father's a coward and all this other stuff. There is so many great things you could do that would just, Gunther would be the biggest heel we've seen in a long, long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There is so many great things you could do with that.
Yeah.
And then you have Gunther at Mania. And if you want to turn him face, you could, because you could turn him by having AJ beat him.
Right.
Like, do the Bret Hart spot. Gunther has him in the sleeper hold. AJ's fighting it. He gets to the ropes and flips and ends up on top of Gunther for a quick 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Part of me has always been a little bit intrigued by the idea of a Gunther babyface run, but then part of me is like, oh, but he's so good as a heel.
It wouldn't last. I don't think it would go over well. But yeah. I think if you ultimately, that would be one way to do it. And then you have Gunther say, you've earned my respect.
Yeah, because they've kind of done that with him before. Like they've hinted a little bit over the years, but then they never pull the trigger on it. But I don't mind that they hint at it, even if they're not going to do it. Because I like, you know, as I've said many times on the show, one of the things that I really like about modern wrestling and the way they're doing things is, you know, characters are not just completely black or white. They've got, you know, you've got good guys. Yeah, you've got heroes who occasionally do the wrong thing, and actually a lot of the time, and you've got villains who occasionally have a moment of conscience, and I like that. I like the complexity and the character development of that, and they've kind of done that with Gunther because he showed respect to, was it Goldberg? Did he shake Goldberg's hand? It was somebody.
No,
it was before. What's that?
Sammy.
It was Sammy. He shook his hand after the match and showed him respect. Was it Sammy? Okay.
Yes.
And it was one of those things where it's like, you know, he's an asshole, but in this moment, he's going to show some respect, you know, and I like that kind of thing. I like when they sprinkle in some nuance and all. I love all that. That's what I love about modern wrestling. I agree with you, but yeah, I think AJ's probably done.
Yeah. I could see him doing a final TNA run.
Yeah, maybe.
That would be on the table. I would say with 95% certainty, there is not an AEW run that comes out of this.
I agree. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
I don't think. I think there would just be a lot of AJ Styles fan booking that would happen. It'd be a series of like really bad one-shot matches.
Yeah.
That have no build, and it would just be a waste.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Who needs that?
I agree with you. The other singles match too that we had was, of course, Drew McIntyre defending the undisputed title against Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, of course, getting a huge pop because, you know, he's Muslim and always very, very popular in Saudi Arabia, but losing for the first time in Saudi Arabia to Drew McIntyre, which I figured. I mean, that one was fairly predictable. Obviously, they're not going to take the title off of Drew so soon.
Nor should they. Nor should they. Easy G said, I hope they keep it on Drew. I hope they keep it on Drew till SummerSlam.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
I see no reason to remove this title from him.
Yeah. Well, Drew McIntyre, I mean, he's another guy who is just such a fantastic heel. Oh my God, he's so good.
He is probably the most MJF-esque heel WWE has, because he plays it off even to the public.
Yes, he does.
Because there was a fan video yesterday of someone asking him, who do you hate more, Cody or CM Punk? And he goes, I don't hate Cody. Cody just doesn't do things the right way and with honor. He goes, I hate Punk because he's a prick.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, he's excellent. He's an excellent heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see Sammy get a run, but it's kind of LA Knight syndrome. At this point, does it happen? Does it ever happen?
It may not. And by the way, Sami Zayn, I was surprised. I looked it up out of curiosity. I didn't realize how old he is. Sami Zayn is 43 years old. And I was like, oh my God, he's older than I thought.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's in that zone where if it hasn't happened by now, yeah, he is kind of in that LA. Well, he's almost as old as LA Knight. He is in that. Oh, wait, no, actually, I think he's, how old is LA? LA Knight might be 40. Actually, he might be older than LA Knight. But anyway, they're both early 40s. But yeah, I think it may just never happen. And it's not ever happening for LA Knight, clearly.
Yeah. I mean, every opportunity they've had to do it, they've screwed the boots. And look, did he, and another thing from Unreal came from LA Knight where he blew the spot.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, that's so unfair. No, it's not. You can't blow those spots.
Yeah.
You can't. If you want to be a main event guy, you got to deliver in those moments.
Mm-hmm.
And LA Knight did not do it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think what was said to Abyss, who was the agent for the match,
Chris Park. Yep.
Yeah. When Triple H said can't hold their fucking hand and do the spot for them.
And besides, you'd look terrible in his trunks.
Yeah. Like,
which was a great line.
to me, Triple H was basically, that was the death sentence for LA Knight to me.
Yeah.
You can't blow that spot.
Yeah, that was an important spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
And if you can't do it, it's like what's his name? The vaudevillian, the short one.
Oh, I forget. I can't remember his name either, but I know who you mean. I can picture him, but I can't remember.
Simon Gotch.
Simon Gotch.
When he's talking about the spot with Enzo they had on the pay-per-view where he threw him and Enzo's head hit the bottom rope.
Yeah.
And he knocked himself clean out. And he's like, all day I went to Enzo. Hey, you know, we'll cut the spot. Don't worry about it. We'll try something else. Oh, no, bro. I can do it.
Yeah.
You can't say you can do it and wing it when you get out there.
Right.
Either you can do it or you can't.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think you know, I have a glimmer of hope on LA Knight because they did trust him.
And he got a huge pop at the Rumble. Like, no matter what goes wrong for that guy, he's still super over.
Well, and you know, they trusted him in a big time spot with Seth Rollins in the faking the injury.
Yep.
And they told him about it. Now, whether you can sit here and say, well, they had to tell him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did, but
Yeah.
he could have very easily have flubbed that up and said something off the cuff to somebody, and Uncle Dave or Alvarez or Sean Ross Sapp or one of the other parasites of the internet wrestling community gets a hold of it and they run with it.
Yeah, he played it perfectly.
Yeah, so I don't think either one of them it's going to happen.
Right. Neither Sammy nor LA Knight.
Yeah, I think it's over.
I agree with you. It's very crowded at the top of the card.
I think it's unfortunate for Sammy.
Yeah, it is. It is too bad, but it's crowded at the top of the card, which is a good problem to have if you're WWE.
It is, and Sammy is just such a good hand, and I don't mean that in the negative sense. Like, a lot of people are going to hear that and they're going to be like, "Oh, fuck you, Eric."
Right.
No, I don't mean it in the bad sense. I mean, he's just so reliable, so steady. You're going to get something great out of him. You need guys like that at the middle of the card. As callous as that sounds, you need them there.
Yeah.
To deliver night in, night out. And they are more important to the company than who you have at the top, in my opinion. Because if you don't have that, then look at AEW. They don't have that right now. Every one of their best performers is in a main event spot. They don't have anyone at the middle or at the beginning of the card that can deliver.
Yeah.
So, case in point.
Yep. Well, I think we've do you have anything else to say about the Royal Rumble?
I don't think it was a bad show from what I read. I think
I liked it. Jenny and I enjoyed it.
I think it was what was expected.
Yeah.
Quit your bitching.
Yeah. No, I agree. Well, should we move on to the main event this week?
Yes, absolutely.
So, unsung heroes of wrestling and
unsung stars.
Unsung stars.
The stars that were stars that we just forget about.
Yeah. So, I will tell you, full disclosure, I did not prepare for this segment in the way that I tend to like to go into something like this as, very sort of stream of consciousness. So I don't know if you have some specific ones in mind, but I'm sure as you're talking, some will come to mind for me as well.
There is one that I am a huge fan of. Okay. I will always be a huge fan of his. He's one of the few wrestlers I've never met that I would love to meet. I am a huge mark for the franchise Shane Douglas. And look, people can sit here and say, "Oh, bad attitude. Didn't get along with Ric Flair." Okay, you look at his ECW run. He was that guy. He was it.
Yeah.
And, you don't get ECW without Shane Douglas. It doesn't happen.
Right.
Without him throwing down the NWA championship, you don't get it.
I will say this. So I never saw, because as you know, I didn't really watch ECW. I would only see bits and pieces. So I never saw his work in ECW. However, I really enjoy his podcast. I just like listening to him talk. He's very interesting. He's extraordinarily articulate. And I just find his insights on things to be quite fascinating. For example, he had posted a video about he was addressing Ric Flair's drunken cameos. And I saw that in the title. And I thought, oh, what is he going to, because I know he and Flair have never liked each other. Is he going to make fun of Ric Flair? So I clicked it and he really doesn't. And instead, what he does with tremendous compassion and empathy talks about how he wishes that Rick would carry himself better and, not continue to harm his health, and how Ric Flair should be the elder statesman of the wrestling business and all this. But what Shane actually presented was so mature and so insightful. It really intelligent. Did you watch the video I'm talking about?
I watch everything Shane Douglas puts out.
Yeah. And I was so I've missed a lot of it, but that video and I was just so impressed. Like, he's just a damn good guy, and
He
very
has
impressed.
become a damn good guy.
Yeah, he wasn't always. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, and a lot of people will point to the beef with him and Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
There, I'm gonna say this. I believe it stems from when Shane Douglas threw down the NWA championship and actually said Ric Flair's name, and they can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
I don't fault Shane for that.
No.
I don't, because at that time the NWA was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And Rick, if you want to play the respect card with the NWA, you were far more disrespectful than Shane Douglas ever was by carrying your WCW championship on WWF television.
Right.
And for those of you in the chat that are going to say, Eric, those are two different, no, they're not. No, they are not. You cannot sit here and say they are different situations. They are the exact same situation. You're disrespecting the title of your of the organization that made you. The NWA did not make Shane Douglas.
Right.
Shane Douglas won that title that night.
Yeah.
And you have to understand the backstage politics that were at play when he did that. NWA was falling apart. They were threatening to drop Eastern Championship Wrestling from being sanctioned by the NWA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
I think Rick, shut the fuck up. Yeah. It's irrelevant. You, Rick, have been far more disrespectful in your career than Shane Douglas ever was.
To
anyone or anything. Like, and Shane did some shitty things. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
Shane will admit them.
Oh yeah. He owns up to everything. I mean, he really does. He really does.
Yeah. Shane will tell you. Yeah. I worked a match fucked up. Yeah. I played politics. And then people will point to his issues with the clique.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I don't blame him for any of that.
No. And the fact that he gets saddled with the blame so many years later, knowing everything we know now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's not fair.
What?
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
And I'm a firm believer in this. Hot take time. Triple H stole the game gimmick from Shane Douglas.
You know, I'd never thought about that until a couple of years ago because I kind of didn't realize it until somebody else pointed, or I think Shane Douglas was talking about it. And I was like, and then I saw some promos and I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. The franchise was the original game.
Yeah.
He would come out and cut these scathing promos about how he was the best. And he would shoot. They would be work shoots that Shane would say. Shane would come out and say, yeah, I missed this ECW show because Paul Heyman couldn't pay me. And you're like, whoa.
Yeah, that's shooting. All right. That is shooting.
You know, and hey, you know, I think when I think of guys that never get the full credit for being a star like they should, Shane Douglas is number one. And it's number one by a large margin. You do not have ECW. You can sit here, and I will debate anyone with this. I will die on this hill. You can have the Tommy Dreamers, the Sandmans, the Sabu's, the Rob Van Dams. It doesn't matter. If you don't have Shane Douglas, ECW is nothing. because Shane Douglas was the workhorse. You watch early ECW, he would have 20-minute matches on public access TV.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, he carried that promotion. When they were trying to get Tommy Dreamer over, when they were trying to get Sandman was over. I can't even give him credit for that. Sandman was over. Guys were leaving and jumping ship. Shane Douglas stayed. Douglas stayed until he was owed X amount of dollars.
Right.
And it came to the point where he was never going to get that money.
Right.
And I mean, in Shane, if he hears this and I'm wrong, he can say, no, you're wrong. This is what happened. This is my understanding of what happened. And another thing people will say bashing Shane Douglas about is they will point to the failed hardcore homecoming events.
Yeah.
That wasn't Shane Douglas's fault. Shane Douglas, I believe, was only a booker on those shows. He wasn't in charge of the financing. He wasn't in charge of the promotion. He wasn't in charge of any of the behind-the-scenes stuff that had problems that led to Hardcore Homecoming folding after 3 shows.
Yeah.
So yeah, Shane Douglas comes to mind for me. He is the top one that I'm like, this guy should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. He never will be, but he should be. Not as Dean Douglas either.
No. That would be absurd. Yeah, I agree.
The franchise.
I agree. Well, I have one that came to mind. And I don't know if you'll agree with me or not, but Ken Shamrock, I think was I really enjoyed him during he was only there for 3 years in WWE, but I really enjoyed his run during the Attitude Era. Nobody talks about him today in terms of WWE, but I thought he was very solid in the ring. I liked the way they developed his character. I remember having a conversation with somebody about him with a friend back then. And I said something about, they've kind of made him like their little action adventure hero because they've got him rescuing Stephanie McMahon from The Undertaker and shit like that. And I really liked what they did with Ken Shamrock. I liked his character, which was basically just him, but, exaggerated, obviously. But I really liked, I liked the way they used him as a special guest referee during Brett versus Austin. I thought his run was very good and underappreciated, undervalued. And I would put him on the list as kind of an unsung star of wrestling in that period, in the Attitude Era.
I think Ken Shamrock. I love that you brought him up. Ken Shamrock is one of those. Explain to me how he missed. Explain how we didn't. I mean, now that I think about it, there's very good reason why he missed the time he was in WWE. Mm-hmm. You had Austin, you had DX, you had the hottest star to come down the pike in Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
But his feud with The Rock, I argue, people always say, well, his feud with Triple H put him on the map. You don't get that feud with Triple H if Ken Shamrock doesn't legitimize him.
Right. I agree.
Ken Shamrock legitimized The Rock.
Yes.
If you don't have Ken Shamrock doing what he did for The Rock, you don't get to The Rock Triple H. You don't get to the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Agreed. You don't get to the 5-time, the multiple world championships. He is a guy that it's just another guy on a long list of shitty gimmicks that we're saddled with and never could recover.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree with you.
And, you want to look at Sean's run with the title after the Montreal Screwjob, which people can go back into the archives. We speak very deep on it in our Bret Hart episode. Ken Shamrock comes up the next 3 weeks afterwards and has a pay-per-view main event with Shawn.
Yeah.
And really get Shawn over as this monster heel in this cheating scumbag and matches Shawn move for move.
Yeah.
It was at In Your House D-Generation X. I would invite everyone to go watch it. You can find just the full match on YouTube. I revisited it recently, which is really awesome that you brought Ken Shamrock up.
Yeah.
Because I've forgotten how good that match was.
Yeah.
It was probably the best match Shawn had his last year in WWE.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I think, you know, I think the last great match Shawn had before the Shamrock match was his Mind Games match against Mick Foley.
Yeah.
I think that was just so good. And then you had Survivor Series with Sid, which that was just an overbooked mess. You had Jose getting hit with the camera, Shawn getting hit with the camera. I know why they did it. Makes sense why they did it, because you want Shawn to be the hometown underdog at Royal Rumble that year, win the title, and to set up Bret versus Shawn WrestleMania 13, which never happened. And but I think that match with Shamrock I think it helped people forget about Montreal. And people could just hate Shawn to hate Shawn.
Right.
Not hate Shawn because he screwed over Bret.
Right.
Now you hate Shawn because he screwed over Ken.
Right.
And then Owen Hart came out and beat the hell out of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Ken Shamrock. Yeah, and Ken Shamrock had so many good matches. He had a great feud with Vader. Back when people couldn't pull a good match out of Vader.
Yeah.
I thought he was a great Intercontinental Champion.
Yep.
When he was the corporate IC champion.
Yep.
I remember seeing him live here in Cedar Rapids in a triple threat match for the Intercontinental title versus The Rock, Triple H, and him. And he was good.
Yeah, he was excellent. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. You got another pick?
Another pick. I do. Lex Luger.
Okay.
I don't think Lex gets the credit he deserves.
I tend to agree.
Lex came in at a very precarious time. Lex also is one of the most infamous matches in pro wrestling history. He was locked in a cage with Bruiser Brody.
Yes.
And Brody just stopped selling.
Yeah.
And do you know who the ref was for that match?
No. Oh, wait.
Bill Alfonso.
Okay, that's right. I remember you telling me that. I learned that from you. Yeah.
Fonzie was the ref, and Lex is like, "What do I do?" And Fonzie, "I don't know, brother."
Yeah.
Like, and what do you do in that situation? You're green as goose shit. You're fighting a man who could literally destroy you in a cage with a ref who weighs 120 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
But no, I think Lex, especially 97. The year of 97, when they were building to Sting Hogan at Starrcade, Lex was that white hot baby face that they needed.
Yeah.
I mean, DDP as well, but Lex was that guy. And you had that hard rock guitar riff that hit. He'd come out and do the and you would just, everyone would go crazy with the pyro, and every Monday night he would be against some jobber and just squash him in 5 with the rack.
Yeah.
And people popped.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, he had $1 million look, and he won, I think, 3 world championships.
Yeah.
But I think just Lex Luger is what happens when there's too many hands in the creative cookie jar.
Yeah.
Lex wasn't equipped to be the guy for the Lex Express.
Yeah.
As Vito joins us.
Oh, hello, Vito.
Yes, he's wearing a Celtics jersey today.
Oh, okay. All right.
We will see if...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There it is.
Yep, he has a New England Patriots sweater, doggy sweater, and a Celtics jersey.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, very, very good. Very Northeastern.
Yes.
So I have another one that comes to mind, but this one almost doesn't count because he is someone who is very, very deeply respected and I think generally appreciated. I just kind of think he should be appreciated a little bit more than he is, and that's Arn Anderson. He was always kind of overshadowed a bit by
Arn
Ric
is
Flair.
the Sami Zayn of the 80s.
Yeah, Arn is and again, he is a deeply respected and appreciated person, but I think he should be a little bit more appreciated than he is, because his promos, I love performers that could do that sort of soft spoken thing where he's not coming out and yelling at you, but Arn would do the and there's many other examples of this. It's not like Arn was the only one, but where he would talk kind of quietly, but you couldn't help but be drawn into what he was saying, because not only because he wasn't yelling, you had to really kind of pay a little extra attention, but you were just drawn in. Like when Arn Anderson had a microphone in front of him, I definitely wanted to hear what he had to say.
Intensity personified.
Yes.
Like the most intense. Like Ken Shamrock was intense, but there's Arn Anderson, and Arn just could say the simplest things and get you psyched up for a match. I love the feud he had with Ric Flair.
Yes.
That led to Brian Pillman joining the Horsemen and them all screwing over Sting.
Yep.
But that was great the night he beat Ric Flair. And at Fall Brawl War Games, and just how you cheer, how it was finally okay to cheer for Arn Anderson.
Yeah.
And then a month later, screw you. That was all a ruse. Arn, I 1,000,000% agree with you, Matt. Arn Anderson deserves a lot more respect than he gets. People, I think, lump him in as Ric Flair's lackey.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, because he was always kind of overshadowed by Flair in a sense.
But you look at the tag titles he won: United States Championship, TV championships.
Yep.
I mean, the guy could work. And and that promo, my spot.
Yes.
He sold that.
Great stuff. Yeah. Everything. Arn's one of those guys. Everything he did was great.
Yeah. I don't think you will. I think second best DDT in the business.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And the best spine buster.
Absolutely.
When he hit Taker with that spine buster at WrestleMania X7.
Perfect.
No, was it X7?
I
No,
can
it was 18.
I can never
It
remember.
was 18. 17 was Triple H and Taker.
Okay. But
Yeah.
yeah, so good. Yeah.
Oh, like if there was a guy that came up to me and asked me, what would you do? Like, if I want to learn a spine buster, I would say go get an 8-hour video cassette tape of Arn Anderson matches
Yeah.
and pause it and just click pause for a frame by frame of how you do a spine buster.
Yep. Yep.
Because that's Arn. Arn just delivered that.
Absolutely.
I mean, and he could work a tag with anyone.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
he was tag team with Ole Anderson, tag team with Tully Blanchard, tag team with Nate,
Larry Zbyszko,
tag team with Benoit.
Yep.
I mean, and what makes a good tag team is you have to be able to mesh styles.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 100%.
You know, do you have something you want to add? No.
Vito?
Yes, he wants attention.
Ah, yes. Well, of course. Of course. Do you have another pick? Maybe we'll do a couple more.
Trying to think if I do. Another one that I think doesn't get the credit he deserves is Kurt Hennig.
Yeah, I mean, he gets a lot of credit though. But
he gets a lot of credit, but what I'm giving him credit for, he doesn't get credit for a lot.
Okay.
He carried the AWA.
Yeah.
He carried the AWA
in the 80s, yeah, before he was in WWE, yeah, when he was AWA champion. Yep.
And it was at a time that the AWA really didn't have much. They'd lost Hogan, they'd lost Okerlund, they'd lost Heenan. They had Nick Bockwinkel, who's great, but they needed a good baby face, and they had Kurt Hennig.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a good pick. I have another one that we mentioned a moment ago, Larry Zbyszko, but for a specific reason. Larry Zbyszko, and we've talked about this before, you know, obviously he had a great career in the ring, but he never gets mentioned when people talk about the great color commentators. Zbyszko's never in the conversation, and I don't know why, because he was there.
Former wrestler.
I know, but he was there during the NWO era doing color commentary on Nitro, and he was so fucking good.
The fact that what Larry could do is take nuanced words
and
make them stick. Like little subtle things, like calling the New World Order the New World Odor.
Yeah.
And it got over.
Yeah.
And saying little things like that and doing the whole he came on air. It just was brilliant. I think Larry is one of those guys you could have an argument with. Was he better in the ring or better as a commentator?
Yeah, yeah.
And Larry was damn good in the ring.
Yes, he was.
You do not get in a feud with Bruno Sammartino, be the first guy to beat him in a decade, and not be good in the ring.
Right. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. But he was a hell of a color commentator. He doesn't get the credit. He doesn't get the credit.
No, and I think a little bit of it why is when you're splitting color commentary duties and the guy you're splitting it with is the greatest of all time, Bobby Heenan.
Yeah.
You get overlooked.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I hadn't thought of it that way, but that is a very good point.
For hour 1, hour 2, Bobby comes out.
Yeah. So Larry's kind of he's kind of the opening act.
Yeah.
In the commentary booth. Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of it that way, but you're right. That's a very good point.
It's unfortunate because it's unfair, but yeah.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. I don't know if you have any others, or maybe we should. It's been a long show.
Yeah, I don't. Vito, you have anyone?
It's a subject we can always come back to in the future. So.
Oh yeah, we could do many volumes, but Vito doesn't have anyone to add.
No. Okay.
Vito's not a wrestling fan. He
Oh, gotcha.
his favorite TV show is Perry Mason.
Yeah.
Because I watch the Me TV in my bedroom when I'm going to bed at night.
Yeah.
And he falls asleep to Perry Mason.
No, no kidding.
And he'll fall asleep with his head on my hip watching the TV.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know if it's because it's so soothing to hear Raymond Burr talk.
That makes sense. That would explain it, I think. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah,
Very good.
He's a handful. He
Yeah.
really has kept me on my toes.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Oh, he's very cute though. For those listening to the podcast version of the show, you got to check out the video and see Larry. Very, very cute dog.
Yes.
Vito, rather. I'm sorry. I called him. I just called him Larry.
No.
I'm still thinking about Larry Zbyszko, or maybe I was thinking about Larry, CM Punk's dog that passed away. But no, Vito. Vito is very cute.
Vito is very different than Rocky.
Yeah.
Rocky was always, if I can't get it in 10 minutes, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to try anymore. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Vito, no. Vito is very tenacious, as you can tell.
Yes.
He is very determined, and he has no fear. We encountered a gaggle of geese at the park by my apartment, and they started hissing at him.
Oh, my.
He stood his ground and barked right back at him.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, he is fearless.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Did we talk about what we're doing next week?
Yes, we did in the chat, Matt.
Yeah, I don't remember. What is it?
Okay, let me bail us out here.
Please.
On track. We are talking about one of the most underrated events in pro wrestling history, in my opinion.
Okay.
The St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Ah, yes.
I think that this show, and I told Austin this when we were talking about it, this show did a better job of building up to WrestleMania than the Royal Rumble did that year. There was so much great stuff a part of it, and so much great stuff that they built off of. We'll talk more about it in detail, but the teaser of this is the infamous Vince McMahon getting hit in the head with a bedpan spot,
which I loved.
Came from this event.
Yeah.
It's such a great moment. That whole storyline started from this event.
Yes. Yes.
Did an awesome job of building up to WrestleMania. And it is an event that, we are 27 years later and people don't give it the respect it deserves. And I think we should start.
Yep. No, that's a wonderful idea.
Austin will watch it this week.
Okay.
So you can watch it. It is on Netflix, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, good. Yeah, excellent.
As is the entire WWE live event library.
Is it at this point literally they've already got the whole thing up? That's incredible.
Every live event, every premium live event is on Netflix.
No shit. Every single one? Really? That's amazing. Okay. I didn't think it would happen so quickly that they'd be able to.
I mean, you got to understand they're already all on servers. All you got to do is give Netflix the access to the servers to upload them. It's more of a problem for Netflix to program the screenshots and the.
Yeah.
All right, you need to go. You're getting way too wild.
No, that's interesting to me though, because it seems like when it was on Peacock, it was like slow. You know what I mean? Like it took a while
because they lost the servers from the network.
Okay.
So
they were starting over.
They literally had to start over.
Okay, I didn't realize that. Oh, well, that makes sense.
So they bought their own servers.
Okay.
So if this ever happened again, they would have them.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, okay. Well, good. All right. So Jenny and I'll have to watch that because I'm sure she hasn't seen it.
Or I'm sure you can find it on Daily Motion. Or our VPN goddess could help you.
Well, yes, our beautiful VPN goddess, Jenny and I do use a VPN.
You have not? shown her. Yeah,
in honor of our VPN goddess, Stephanie McMahon Helmsley Levesque. She brings us great joy and her wonderful VPN.
Yeah.
Well, we love her. I mean, would this show even exist without her? We know it wouldn't exist without Austin.
You need to stop with that. No, Austin was brought along for the ride.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep getting confused.
No, this.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to get Owen Hart syndrome.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to just end up inzaguriing Austin next week.
Oh, wow.
We might end up watching the Super Bowl together. I might just have to kick his head off.
Well, that would be yikes. Okay. Well, very good.
Kick your knee out from under your knee.
No. Kick your leg out from under your leg. Get it right. That's why I kicked your leg out from under your leg.
and as a tribute to WrestleMania 10, I got to have that little bit of spittle on the side of my mouth and just keep rambling about Cloud 9.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great stuff. All right. I guess that's it. Episode 30 in the books. Tough bumps. Please like and subscribe if you get this content on
we
YouTube.
will allow you to like and subscribe no matter who you are.
That's right.
No matter if you're a woman or not, we will allow you to like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, apparently a certain someone doesn't want any women on his YouTube channel. What a
I
bizarre.
thought I was watching an old episode of Little Rascals with the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
I know. Yeah. Oh, it's so.
Matt, which little rascal do you think he is? Alfalfa or Spanky?
Spanky. He's definitely Spanky.
Sinner.
Oh boy. Well, and of course, if you want to learn more about me, mattconnerton.com, and Eric, you want to mention Pilcher's Point?
Pilcherspoint.com. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and X under Pilcher's Point, all one word, no apostrophe, and on Facebook at Eric Pilcher. And go Patriots next Sunday.
Okay. As a resident of Southern New Hampshire, I should also say go Patriots. I don't follow the sports ball, but when the Patriots win, it makes people around me happy. So I like that. So go Pats.
Vito will be in full support of the Patriots next Sunday.
Very good.
He will not be going to the Super Bowl party I'm going to.
I understand.
He will have a Super Bowl party in his kennel.
Okay. Well, very good. All right. All right. On that note. All right. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
I'll catch y'all next week. Bye-bye.
Yes.